Hello, dear friends. We all face various challenges in life, and sometimes these challenges can seriously affect our mental health. So, how do we know if our mental health is deteriorating? In this video, I will talk about some signs that may indicate you are struggling psychologically. These signs can help us better understand ourselves in our daily lives and seek help when necessary. First of all, loving ourselves is really important. We all need to value ourselves at a fundamental level. If a person does not love themselves, as some hates themselves, and this is not a temporary situation, I'm not talking about daily mood swings, or a few days of feeling down. I'm talking about a longer term perception. If you have been hating yourself, feeling disgusted with yourself, and feeling worthless for a long time, this may be a sign that you are experiencing a psychological problem. People with a healthy mental state develop solutions to the problems they face or strive to cope with them. However, if a person is experiencing a psychological problem, the situation becomes more complex. There is a problem, and although sometimes the solution is simple, these people avoid facing it and develop avoidance strategies. Avoidance strategies generally provide short-term relief but complicate problems in the long run. For example, some people sleep at every opportunity, thus avoiding the problem. Sleep is one of the most common escape methods, and in some cases, when a person feels bad or someone treats them badly, instead of confronting it, they may turn to eating. Emotional eating, as we call it, can often lead to obesity. There are also more severe avoidance strategies. Instead of facing the problem, a person might turn to alcohol or drugs. While using these substances, they won't remember the problem. And over time, they will start using more and more substances. Some people try to escape their problems through excessive shopping or becoming a workaholic. These are some of the signs of psychological issues. Our relationships with others are also very important in understanding our mental health. For example, I always ask my clients, do you have friends? How is your relationship with your family? If you are constantly having problem with the people around you, are always fighting with everyone, or find it difficult to establish relationships and feel completely alone, this may indicate a psychological problem. Sometimes people may have good relationships in the past, but certain events can strain those relationships, indicating a psychological issue. If you are experiencing significant declines in your school life, work life, or overall success, having concentration problems, and this is not short-term, but has been going on for a long time, it could be a sign of a problem. People with healthy mental states balance their desires and fears in life. However, those with psychological difficulties become prisoners of their fears. They cannot achieve what they want, leading to unhappiness. Not being able to find this balance keeps them in a vicious cycle. Addictions are also a very important sign. Keeping something harmful in our lives, despite knowing it is harmful, is defined as addiction. This isn't just about drugs or alcohol. It can also be a harmful work environment or toxic relationships. Look around, and you'll see many people maintaining relationships that harm them. These addictions, which we cannot escape, worsen our mental state. We all experience good and bad things in life. It's normal to feel sad when bad things happen, but people with healthy mental states adapt over time and move on with their lives. However, those with psychological problems cannot overcome the negative experiences. For instance, he's suffering for years over a short-term relationship or completely shutting down after a loss. This is also a sign of experiencing a psychological problem. Changes in our routines are also important indicators. Significant changes in appetite, sleep patterns, and social relationships are notable. For example, a normally low appetite person starting to eat excessively, or vice versa, complete changes in sleep patterns, cutting off relationships with people around them, or suddenly engaging in an unusually high number of social interactions are signs. A sudden increase or decrease in social interactions can indicate a psychological problem. If you have trouble understanding why others are happy, feel like you're in a dark box, yes, and wonder how others can be so happy, this can also be a sign of a problem. Additionally, making a big deal out of small things that others don't seem to care about is significant. Fear of getting sick, fear of dirt, or exaggerating minor issues can make your life difficult. These concerns are worth paying attention to. Relationships play a key role in making us feel good or bad. If you are in a challenging relationship where you always need to be on guard, constantly arguing, and feeling stressed, you might become accustomed to it, not thinking it's normal. You might feel like chokersan and like you're not suffering mentally, but this doesn't mean you aren't being mentally and physically damaged. Such situations can unknowingly deteriorate your mental health, so you need to be cautious. Feedback from the people around you is valuable. However, it's important to consider who gives this feedback. If it's from someone narcissistic or trying to put you down, you shouldn't take it seriously. But if trusted people you value for their insight and goodwill tell you, maybe you should get some help. You don't seem like your old self. You seem to be overreacting to things and look unhappy. You should consider their feedback. You might not notice or find your situation normal, but it might appear different from the outside. Therefore, be open to feedback from people you trust. If you experience many of these signs, and they have been going on for a long time, consulting a professional is crucial. Seeking psychological support can significantly improve your quality of life. People often think they can solve psychological problems on their own, but middle to severe issues usually cannot be resolved without help. Some people still hesitate to see a psychologist or psychiatrist because they fear being labeled as crazy. However, many psychological problems can be successfully treated with medication and therapy. There is a serious bias against medications. Yes, this bias may have been formed by past experiences with doctors who didn't take their job seriously. However, let me clearly state that some problems require medication, and people shouldn't avoid necessary treatments due to these biases. In some cases, treatment without medication is impossible. The best solution often involves both medication and psychotherapy. When combined, they yield excellent results. So, what should you do if you experience these signs? First, I recommend seeing a psychiatric specialist. A knowledgeable doctor will guide you regarding therapy and medication. It's essential to embark on this path. Otherwise, people spend their years, their lives, in pain and darkness. You don't have to go through this. In this process, there are more things you can do. For example, you can develop different strategies to cope with stress. Try deep breathing exercises, meditation, or yoga to help improve your mental and emotional health. Regular exercise also strengthens your body and mind. Exercise increases the release of endorphins, which can help you feel better. Review your eating habits. Eating healthy and balanced meals improves your overall health and positively affects your mood. Make sure to consume plenty of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats. Also, limiting caffeine and sugar intake can be beneficial. These types of foods can negatively affect your energy levels and mood. Regulate your sleep patterns. Getting sufficient and quality sleep is crucial for your mental and emotional health. Make an effort to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Make your sleep environment comfortable and peaceful. Avoid using electronic devices before bed, as they can disrupt your sleep patterns. Strengthen your social relationships. Spend more time with your family and friends. Sharing your feelings, receiving support, and strengthening your social bonds positively impact your mental health. Instead of isolating yourself, try to stay connected with your loved ones. Set goals for yourself. Determine short-term and long-term goals, and make plans to achieve them. Reaching your goals increases your self-confidence and gives you a sense of purpose in life. However, you make sure these goals are realistic and achievable. Otherwise, a sense of failure can negatively affect your morale. Try writing to improve your mental health. Keeping a journal of your feelings and thoughts can help reduce your stress and clear your mind. Writing is a great way to express your emotions and deal with them. Additionally, you can look back at what you have written and see your progress, which can make you feel proud of yourself. Take up new hobbies and develop yourself. Learning new things keeps your mind busy and can help you feel better. Activities such as learning to play a musical instrument, learning a new language, or engaging in an art form can positively affect your mood. Forgive yourself and others. There is no point in carrying the emotional wounds and negative experiences of the past. Forgiving yourself and others can help you feel lighter emotionally and look to the future with more hope. Forgiving frees you emotionally and speeds up your healing process. Finally, do not hesitate to seek professional help. Talking to a therapist or psychologist is one of the most important steps you can take to improve your emotional and mental health. The support you receive from a professional can help you deal with the problems you are experiencing and lead a healthier life. Therapists can teach you the tools and techniques necessary to improve your emotional and mental health. Remember, it is normal for every person to face emotional and mental challenges from time to time. These challenges are part of life, and dealing with them is part of your personal growth and development process. Be kind to yourself and do not hesitate to seek help. Having a healthy mental state enhances your overall quality of life and makes you a happier and more fulfilled individual. Thank you for listening to me. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Take good care of yourself. See you soon.